Well, we got some very interesting news concerning the TurboGrafx Mini, the PC Engine Mini, and I find some of this information pretty damn interesting. This thing is going live for pre-orders very soon. We'll get into that in a second, what we think the price is going to be. And we do have the full list of games, but in classic Konami fashion, it almost seems like there's a little bit of laziness here. It's kind of interesting. There's going to be a lot of omissions as far as games go. And it's a weird thing in that the TurboGrafx Mini, the PC Engine Mini, there's multiple region versions, but the only real difference is going to be the shell. So there are going to be TurboGrafx-16 games on these things and PC Engine games, non-translated PC Engine games. So no matter which version you get, you're getting the same thing. You're getting US released English titles, and then you're getting Japanese non-translated titles. Kind of an odd approach if you ask me, but hey, it's Konami. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. We're getting about 50 games. Despite their claims that it's 50 games, there's some duplicates because of cross-region, so it doesn't make sense with that. That's where I'm getting at with some of the laziness. And then some of the other things where we're getting games that are not translated. It's going to be wholly up to you. Is this going to be something for you? I mean, I'm looking at the list of games, and the American games, the US release games. We're getting Air Zonk. And before I get into all these games, I'm not familiar with the vast majority of them. I'm just being honest. I didn't grow up with a TurboGrafx-16. I do own one now, and I do own a handful of games, and I have the Terra Onion Super SD System 3 to be able to play, Hue card games and CD games on my system. I do have a Turbo EverDrive that I've had for a while to play Hue card games, and I've explored a few. Back in the day when I was a wee little Madlittlepixel, I had a couple friends who had a TurboGrafx-16, but they didn't really have very many games. I remember playing Splatterhouse and Bonk's Adventure, and that was pretty much it. If there was a couple other games, they're just games that I don't really remember. So the library of TurboGrafx games, I'm no expert in it. I have enjoyed the system for quite some time now. But like I said, it's more so I've gone after those games that I've heard were really good or ones that were really interesting to me. But the US release games, Air Zonk, which I know is a pretty fun game. I've played that one quite a bit. Alien Crush, Blazing Lasers, Bomberman 93, Bonk's Revenge. I kind of find it odd. Why not just put all three Bonks on there? Kadash, Chu Manfu, Dungeon Explorer, Dora the Explorer, JJ and Jeff. Who the hell's JJ and Jeff? Lords of Thunder, Military Madness, Moto Rotor, Newtopia 2, which I have played those. They're pretty cool. New Adventure Island, which is one of my favorites. I always loved Adventure Island, and it is a very bright and fun game. One of the best, in my opinion. The actual Hue card's a little pricey, not crazy expensive, but it's up there. Ninja Spirit, Parasol Stars, Power Golf, Psychosis, R-Type, pretty awesome. Soldier Boy Blade, Space Harrier, Victory Run, and Wise or Ease, Book 1 and 2, however the frick you say it. Pretty cool stuff. So that list, it's like no Splatterhouse, right? What the hell is going on here? I would have liked to see Galaga 88 or 90, whatever it was called in the US on that end of it. But I mean, I guess that's okay. That's not a huge deal. But here we go. The Japanese PC Engine games that you're getting on the same system, and you will start noticing some similarities here. So we do have Castlevania Rondo of Blood. You're not going to be playing that in English. Aldenus, which is a Super Graphics game. Appare Gate Ball, Bomberman 94, Bomberman Panic Bomber, Chowaniki, might be pretty cool. Ghouls and Ghosts, the Super Graphics game, that's cool. Glad to have that. Dungeon Explorer, once again, you're getting 2 copies of Dungeon Explorer. Can you trade one in? Hells no, you cannot. Fantasy Zone, that wasn't on the US one. What else do we got? Ginga Fuke Densetsu Sapphire. I'm not sure what that game is. Gradius 2. Those were not on the US version. Jasaken Necromancer, not familiar with that game. Nectaris, which is Military Madness, so you get an extra copy of that. Newtopia 1 and 2, extra copies once again. Ninja Gaiden, Guiden. I don't freaking know. Not that great of a game on the TurboGrafx. I think I did a video on that a while back. Holy crap. PC Genshin, which is Bonk. Okay. So that's the first Bonk game. And what was on the US one? Bonk's Revenge. Okay. I could deal with that. Non-English version, not really much dialogue in the game. Salamander, which, okay, Salamander's not on there. Snatcher, not getting an English version of Snatcher. Star Parodier, Phantasy Star Soldier, that's on the Japanese version. Super Darius, Super Momotaro Dentetsu 2, Superstar Soldier, the Kung Fu, which is China Warrior in the US, which we're not getting that one. I don't think that's on the other version. And then Ease Book 1 and 2, or Ease 1 and 2, Wise 1 and 2. So duplicates. It seems they're doing this in a rather lazy fashion, and that they're just dumping everything on one. So all the production cost is between, the different production cost is just the shell, essentially. I'm sure it's just going to be a thing where you select your language. It might default to like English or something. I'm curious how they're going to do that. If they're really going to set up the user interface differently for both regions, or if it's just going to be like, boom, it's English and you got to change it to Japanese or whatever region you're in. I don't know. I'm curious to hear more. But the cool thing is today's July 12th. These things go live for pre-order in 3 days. 3 days, my friends. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. These things go live for pre-order. While I am not super excited about the list of games here, I am super excited to get one in my hands, because what will happen eventually is that these things will be hacked. It will be hacked. Somebody will hack this mofo and get some of the games we really want on there. Maybe even get some English hacked versions of some of these other games, that kind of good stuff. Who knows for sure? But I mean, I'm pretty damn sure it'll be hacked, but it's still interesting. These things come with a couple USB controllers. They're not looking too bad as far as, their looks. They look pretty cool, man. Coming with those controllers, but then the cost. They have not specifically announced the cost for the US version, but we all are pretty damn sure how much it's going to cost, because they have announced how much it costs in Japan. The Japanese model is going to be going for 10,500 yen, which is roughly $100 US. I'm not sure how much that is in pesos or yuan or ruples or I don't know. I don't know what currency, the Canadian dollar. I don't know everybody else's currency. If you want to translate that on over to pounds or something, I don't freaking know, man. But about $100 US. So that's most likely what this thing is going to sell for once it goes live for pre-order, is $99.99. Pretty much guaranteed here. That's the price. And I think some people are going to be put off by that a little bit. You're getting 50 games. We could look at it like the PlayStation Classic sucked balls when it came out. I bought several of those things at $100 each. I gave 2 of them away. And that was nice to try to, hook somebody up. So, I really didn't hate myself for spending the money. But, when we saw the price drops, like almost immediately just start dipping because nobody wanted those things. And then now people kind of do want them, and you're finding them out there for between $20 to $30. The PlayStation Classic's been out for over 7 months now, almost 8 months, or about 8 months actually. So it's going on close to a year this December that thing will have been out for, since it's been out. And now we're finding them, $30 or less. And a lot of people are digging them because of the modding scene, because of the people hacking the thing and all the cool things going on with that. And we still have a lot of coverage to do with some new stuff with Auto Bleem and a few other things coming up pretty soon. So it's cool. The PlayStation Classic turned into a cool little system. I'm not 100% with this. I'm not seeing who's done the emulation for this thing. I was wondering if it was going to be M2. Could be. I got to look back and see, but I'm not reading anything that's saying that, there's anything crazy going on here. I'm just seeing people like, hey, no Keith Courage. That might be a good thing, my friends. But there we go. We're getting 50 games, but not really 50 games. Going live for pre-order. It comes out. This is the thing, though, is you're pre-ordering this thing quite a bit in advance because the launch date is supposed to be March 19th, 2020. That's a while away, my friends, to be pre-ordering something. But with Amazon, it's going to be exclusive to Amazon. That's the interesting thing. GameStop's not going to be selling this because who knows? GameStop might not even be around by then. Is GameStop even going to be doing pre-orders on the Switch Lite? I don't know. But this is exclusively through Amazon. I understand it. The fulfillment. They're probably just like, we don't want to bother with the supply chain, the logistics of this thing. We just want to produce it and dump it on somebody. Let somebody else deal with this. So it's exclusive through Amazon. Launches March 19th, 2020. Quite a few months away. More than a half a year away. So look forward to that or don't look forward to it. I will be pre-ordering one. I'm not going to be doing the multi-region thing because they're all the same damn system. They all have the same games. So it kind of is what it is. But we'll be reporting on this as much as we can when we find out more information as far as like the hacking scene and actually getting one of these in our hands and playing with it. We'll have to see, but I think it's going to be pretty neat. Hopefully everything plays well. Just, it's something that we'll figure out when we get there, right, guys? So really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-byes, and boom. Bye. Bye-bye.